Hello, hello, it's Kori, and we are going to be going through the energies and the astrology, and I'm going to finish with an oracle card at the end for the week of July 5th through the 11th. What do we have going on first and foremost? Glad you asked. We have a new moon, and this is going to be in Cancer, and this should be on the 9th, which it is. Should be, will be. It's going to go into Saturday as well. So Friday, Saturday, 9th into the 10th, new moon. You're going to feel it. It's beautiful. It's in Cancer. It's our only Cancer new moon of the year, so it's very emotional, heartfelt, how we care for ourselves and others, how we mother ourselves as well. I love Cancer season. I love my Cancers. I really do. One of my favorite signs. So, and time of the year, right? It always makes sense. So, what do we have going on? Well, on the 6th, two things. So Tuesday the 6th, find something to keep occupied with, because we have Mars and Neptune in a square, and we also have Mars-Saturn opposition happening. So we might be a little judgmental. We might be questioning, is this real? Is this just something I'm predicting? Is this the craziest dream I've ever had? Is this gonna happen? Why did they just say that to me? Why am I thinking this? Is this reality? So just another heads up on that. We're still in that shadow phase until the 7th. So we have one more day till the 7th to get out of our kind of confusion and what all of this could be, right? Like whatever comes in on Tuesday the 6th, give it a hot second to just rest. Go with the flow still. We're not in the total clear. So with that, it just feels like it's cloudy. You don't know. It's what it is. So Tuesday, don't make any rash decisions. Don't make it's just don't do anything harsh or brash. It's just you don't know, right? Okay, then the 8th. This is the other day I want you to kind of think about, because we do have that beautiful influence still of having Venus and Leo together for most of this month. So it's very passionate still, but this day we're getting out of retrograde, right? That shadow, and we're starting to see things in people that we didn't really see before. So this is where we might make very, again, harsh judgments this week, where we're like, you know what? I'm over you. I don't know what I saw in you. What am I doing? Or you are who I was with 10 years ago in a different partner. Why did I choose you this time around? Like, it's a lot of internalizing, because again, we're mothering ourselves. So we're like, is this, I don't know. But on the 8th, this is where you're going to want to just date yourself and don't make those harsh judgments, because you're going to be internalizing so much. So even in like a week from the 8th, you're going to go, why did I end that? Or what made me feel so independent? Like I did not want any relationship. I didn't want anything with that person. Even that friendship, I wanted to dissolve it. Why? So it's not just in love, it's also in the close relationships we have. So I don't want you to make any harsh decisions on the 8th or around the 8th, okay? Because then on the 9th, we have this new moon in Cancer, which is new beginnings. It's all about the heart, right? And how we feel. So it's this new chapter that we're going to just kind of build upon in what we want in our home and what our family looks like, or if you're your own family and friends, like it's how that makes you feel. So what do you want to cultivate and grow upon, right? Because we're growing. It's the mother, we grow, right? We grow babies, we grow life. That's what we're doing right now, male or female, it doesn't matter. So on the 8th, really, like the day before this new moon, I hope you're getting it. Like, don't make a harsh judgment yet. Although if you did get to meet somebody in the last month, it probably will dissolve. Just gonna say it. Ripping the Band-Aid off on that one. But it's okay. But if you've been with somebody for a long time, this isn't the day to decide it's over. So if you are with somebody who's been a little bit longer than just like a month or two or 3 even, sit back and go date yourself that day, okay? If it's somebody newer, you might be onto something, to be very honest, because now we're seeing what life is really like and who they're really like instead of just this dream world we've been in. I know, isn't it fun? But again, on the new moon, manifest the right one. Why not? This is your time to create it. What's your family life gonna look like, right? What's your partnerships? How do you want somebody to treat you? What have you learned in the past? These are all things that are going to come up this week. Very, very deep, right? And then the last day, obviously, is the 11th, and that is when Mercury goes into Cancer through July 27th. So start organizing your environment. Start clearing out the clutter. Start Marie Kondoing life, because this is when you're going to make room for the right energies to enter. And it's funny, we clean our room and it's like our brains gets like cleared out. I had a client the other day, or I should say last week in this timing, and same thing. It was very like, you've got to just get out of the clutter we live in, because it clouds our judgment and it makes us calmer, and anxiety levels go down. And now that we're in all these other retrogrades besides Mercury, it really gives us the time to internalize things clearly. And that's what we want to do as we move forward with our work, with what we want in life, and who we want in our lives, and what we'll expect from others. It's like, how are our boundaries working for us and what needs adjustment? So clear out your clutter, clear out the mess, clear out old things that energies don't work for you anymore. If you have a shirt from your ex, get rid of it. Like, they are your ex for a reason. Just reminding you. Yeah, it's okay. You just cut some ties, right? Why not? Why not? It's the energy for it. So let's get into the tarot. Now that I've cut all your ties for you. Whew. All right, beginning of the week. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, and so this makes total sense because this is conflict. It's also a 5, so changes, right? So what are we changing? We're having a conflict. It could be in your environment, or it could be internal. Again, we're kind of in that internal phase, and we're having that Mars-Neptune square in the Mars-Saturn opposition. So you might be very conflicted internally as well as externally. It can go either way for the collective, obviously. So however this pertains to you, just go with the flow still and do not add to this fire, okay? Sometimes it's easier said than done, but if you want to add to this, this is not going to turn out great for you. It's more of a headache later on, right? So just stay neutral. Again, we're still in Pitta season. So Ayurveda, we always have the 3 doshas. Cool it down. Have some avocados. Have like all those cooling foods. Lots of salads, lots of juices, smoothies, but do it in moderation, right? Okay, here we go. Middle of the week. Hangman. How do we want to look at our situation, or how do we want to? It's how can we look at our situation from a different perspective? This is being like, everything just got turned upside down because of some conflict either with yourself or others. And it's making you look at life differently, going, what can I do different? What needs to change? And why am I settling for this, right? Because again, we're going into that Venus in Uranus square coming up on the 8th, saying, is this person for me? Or is this situation healthy for me to grow in as a person, with my goals, with my dreams, with my perspective of what I want for a family, or in my everyday life, or for my project I've been working on, or for this career I'm going to try out. Whatever this is, it's very much like, look at it again. See, is this something you need to switch up, okay? And end of the week, there it is. King of Wands, you're getting back on your throne. You're feeling passionate about things again. That new moon in Cancer is really sparking you to go and live your dreams. Whatever creative spark comes your way, or you're just feeling like, I feel really good in my skin. I feel really great about my life. I know where I'm headed. Like, you have this great outlook. You got your hand on your hip ready to go. It's like that fire's here. Again, that Leo and Venus, you're very fiery. So how do you want to start manifesting this change? Because you saw something that needs to change, right? So now you're ready to get up and go for it. Okay, so let's go into the energies for the signs. So we'll start with earth signs. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. What do we have for you this week to add to the changes? Oh, yeah. More fives. So 5, you're not seeing. You're feeling like you've been heartbroken. Your situation is not ideal at all. And you're wondering, how can I make this worth my time? How can I fill up my cup again, right? So as this is coming in, you're not looking at everything. So that hangman's going to come in with your perspective, and it's going to make you look at everything. And you'll notice these 2 cups are still full and they're still upright, which means you're going to start to notice. Let's get a little bit more because to clarify, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is you or somebody showing up and saying, don't give up. Although I do, with the King of Wands at the end of the week, there is a correlation there with having you feeling lack. And then boom, I'm excited to go try something new. I know there's more out there for me. I'm not giving up. I know what I like, and I know who I like, and I know what I want to do. So very earth sign of you, earth signs. Like making that happen from the ground up. That's what you do. You build those foundations. Good for you. All right, so then fire signs. So this is for our Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This week, fives again, come on. All right, you are feeling out in the cold, like you are living in lack. Things are not going your way. People are not on your side. You're just feeling alone and like you don't have enough. Well, let me tell you, there could be a conflict that you need to definitely stop being a part of. This environment, this foundation, it's pentacles, so foundation, it's not healthy for you, okay? So get out of what you thought you needed to build upon. This isn't a healthy base, right? So you're going to start looking at your perspective again with that hangman energy, and then getting into your King of Wands. With your work, what do you need to work on? This is you seeing that things are just not working out. So you're like, boom, I'm putting my time and energy into things to build that strong foundation, foundation and stability. And I'm going to move forward, because that's what you do, fire signs. You never stop. You are go-getters. You are like, there's a problem. How do we fix it? Let's just do it. Keep moving forward. You got that fire lit again. And it feels pretty darn good. It's like you're done. You're back in your saddle by the end of the weekend. You're like, I'm not sitting around for this anymore. It's time to make a change, and you like change. We've talked about this. Yeah, I know. Okay, let's do water. What does our water signs need to know? So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It is your season, and it's your new moon. Oh, hello, King of Cups. Well, this is also a watery energy, but this is very much about what we're passionate about, who we're passionate about, the love we have for ourselves and others. And you're feeling fulfilled. You're feeling very strong and emotionally fulfilled at this time. So you have quite a bit of support around you, and you're probably celebrating a little bit with that cup. Let me tell you, okay? So let's clarify that, because it feels really good. Okay. So we have the Ace of Swords. This is communication, forward movement, clarity. With that King of Cups, it's like somebody might even come in and chat with you a little bit, water signs. Again, this is not being clouded with judgment. It's like that hangman made you go, oh, I never looked at that before. This person is interested, or I am interested in doing that. There's movement, quick forward movement, communication, like here's what I'm going to say, and I'm going to say it clearly, and I'm going to move on it, and I'm not afraid of judgment on it, because it's like clear cut. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's who I'm supposed to meet. That's what I'm supposed to go and put my time and effort into. I like it. Okay. Good week for you. That's why that King of Wands at the end of the week, you're going to be like, yeah. You're feeling it this week. Good week for you guys. That new moon means a lot. All right, air signs. Let's do it. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What do you need to know this week? Oh, yeah. 7 of Wands. You're very defensive. So this conflict at the beginning of the week, either with yourselves or others, it's putting you on like high alert. You are not backing down. You are holding strong to what you've been either thinking about, working on, or who you're with. It's like, don't give up. Don't push me any further. I'm standing strong on this. I'm not giving in. Leave me alone. It's very like protective. So air signs, this is very intense. Let's clarify that. Because by the end of the week, you're going to be glad you protected it. Don't give up on that person, place, or thing when that Venus and, isn't it Venus and Uranus? If I remember correctly. Yeah, the square on the 8th and the 9th with that new moon. All right, air signs, you're celebrating. You're either going to be at a gathering and celebrating together even. But I feel like you're going to be glad you did not give up before that miracle happens, because now you're celebrating that victory. And that's what you were holding strong to, was to make sure it happened. And when that happens at King of Wands, again, you're passionate, you're fiery at the end of the week. So it's a lot of celebration on the weekend for you, air signs. And I love that for you. So I pulled a card to finish the week for everybody. For any advice from the daily guidance from your angels oracle card. And the card that came out for the collective was the ocean. So when we get the ocean, it's literally being around water, and it cools us down and it gives us all the elements. Again, we're around water season, right? Cancers. And so it's that time to jump in the pool. It's that time to be around water, be by the ocean, be by a bay, be by the lake, be by anything that is going to calm your soul. It's the elements, right? But we want the water element specifically. So if you can, be around water. If you can't, take a long bath. And if you don't have a bathtub, run your sink and put your feet in it. Like, make it happen, okay? Because if we're getting this for the collective, it's going to help us just release the tension of the week, because we have quite a bit. Let's be real. So super calming, serene, maybe even calm music, but it feels very flowy. So if you can be around water, do it. So I hope you have the most amazing week. Happy new moon in Cancer. Just go with the flow. Don't make any brash, harsh decisions, because you might regret it. And think about what you want to create in your life, because this is when you build that strong foundation, right? Okay. All right. So until next time, bye for now.